Hey folks, welcome back. Happy New Year. It's Keith at Down Redwood Groves, and today I'm going to be working on a project that I should have done a long time ago. I'm going to work on this big old burl. Yep, this burl has been around here when we bought the property. Unfortunately, if you watch a couple of the videos, you know the history on this thing. It's got some bad vibes going on it, but it is a gorgeous burl, and it is just too big for the tractor to lift. I sent her a video out trying to ask for some advice, and got nothing other than, man, it is big. So this thing is, I want to say, I don't remember, there's like 3 foot wide and 6 foot long. Let's see if I can get you a better video. Hang on a second here, let's switch this thing off. Alright, for some comparison, that is an MS391 with a 25-inch bar, and you can see how big this burl is. So I'm trying to cut this in half, this log, and so I can get it back to the sawmill, because I got another one on this side. I think this is actually 3 burls in the same spot. It doesn't seem to be one. There is a break right there, and I don't know if that was originally part of the burl, and the tree's kind of hollow. It's gotten a little punky here in the middle, but I think it was that way even when it was standing. So I don't think I created more damage to it necessarily letting it sit here. But you can see I started cutting it. I got to cut and started cutting down and ripping this, and I plugged my clutch up, so I had to go get a tool. I'm gonna take the saw apart, clean it all up, and let's see if we can finish this. So stay with me. Okay, so we got that saw nice and cleaned out. It wasn't actually the clutch. It actually had gotten some wood shavings and wedged it in between the chain and the bar. So I had to take it all apart. I put 2 wedges in this thing to try to get it separated apart a little bit. Unfortunately, here was my original cut line to start where I lined. I had so much sawdust here, I thought I was following, I wasn't, and then I did another stupid cut. So I'm going to go back to this center one here, because that is closer to where I really want it to be cut, and try to cut this thing down and see if we can't get this thing to split. So stick with me. I did not bring my tripod, so I guess I'm going to set up this on the ground and just see how we get this work. Hopefully give you some good video. It'll be interesting when this thing splits in half. Alright, let's try to cut this. Well, I guess what we're gonna have to do is rotate this thing and cut the other side. Believe it or not, there's still enough wood in there, it won't split. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I flipped it over. We're cut away through, but we still got a lot of meat here, I guess, to hold this together. And so we'll have to see when I cut this if this thing will finally fall in half. This might be the better way of doing it anyways. So then it rolls the way this hollow spot will fold open. So let's see what we got. I'm not gonna lie, as I was cutting it, I'm going, you know, I probably should be standing right there. This thing's gonna fall right on me. And it did, but it really didn't. So I guess it was a win-win. Well, so that's it. She's in half. It's in half. We'll get her back to the sawmill and we'll see what we got. Stick with me. Alrighty, I apologize. Like I said, I didn't have the tripod, and going down that hill with this thing, it's a little nose heavy. Still, even cut in half. But I think the rest of this is fairly safe, and we should be going all uphill and get this back to the sawmill. So, stick with me. We'll go for a little ride here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to take this back the old path, which is past the orchard and the chicken coop, or get it on the stone driveway and drive by the house. The reason I say that, if I drive by the house and I go by the greenhouse, it is downhill on that too, so let's face it, there's not too much level on this property. But I think the stone driveway will be a lot smoother, so we'll head that way. I might even be able to get this into a higher gear. Yeah, we're sitting at 1600 RPM. I've got 1400 pound of ballast on the back end with the wood chipper. I'm in four-wheel drive. Because when I went to lift this in two-wheel drive, I had no traction. Though again, I was down a little bit inclined, so the nose was actually heavier. I haven't a clue where I'm going to put this, or the other one. Oh, it'll be back by the sawmill. Well, you guys have probably seen enough of this driving tractor. Let me pause this and we'll get you back when we get it back towards the sawmill. Yeah, maybe now, just hang on here. I don't think my viewers have gotten a chance to see the estate area. We've got 42 acres here. The house sits about 550 feet from the road. The sawmill sits about 1,400 feet from the road. We got about 600 ton of stone in this driveway. Coming up to the greenhouse. Any of the viewers that like my greenhouse videos, we just submitted the design plans for aquaponics farm. We took a class from Australia over pre-winter, I guess, fall, winter, and once we get that approved, we'll start adding that to the homestead here. I'll try to take some videos, but that is 16 by 36 is the greenhouse. So the sawmill's going to be busy cutting some pine. Yahoo! Alrighty. So we're back at the sawmill. I'm going to stop this. I got to get I don't know if you can see it, but I got some pallets down there. Sun's pretty bright today in Georgia. Got some pallets down there for the firewood area, and I'll get one of those up here for this baby. Okay, I got the pallet down and found a place where I wanted to put this thing. I'm going to put the other one right there next to it, so they'll be out of the way. I put a couple of stringers down so that I can drop them on that and hopefully be able to get the forks out, so that if and when I want to move it off of the pallet, or I want to move just the pallet, I can do either or. Still not really sure how I'm going to get this on the saw. I can only do 36 inches, and that is way too big, the 36. So I might cut some of that down to 36, but I don't know how to do that because that's too big, 36. So we might be cutting down again and cut this thing in thirds. We'll see. Hang on with me. Okay, so I got my tripod now, so let's see if we can't drop this on the pallet. Well, that ain't exactly how I wanted it, but let's see if we can get this lifted up and get those leaves underneath here. It's close. It's close. Alrighty, one down, another one to go. Alright, well, we got both the burls back to the sawmill, sitting in their place. I think I could actually cut that one if I tip it up. I could cut it that way. At least that's smaller than 36. This is still way too big. Not sure exactly what to do. But anyhow, it's back to the sawmill. Now we can figure out how to get up on the sawmill and at least get cutting them. So, hope you like this video. If you do, please give me that thumbs up and share it with your friends. And look forward to seeing you in the next video.